Hello everyone, today we are from Group 1 and today we are in Zest Cakes and Cafe and today we have Miss Vigneshwari Naraja who is the owner of the shop and today we're going to interview her for our major project. Hi Miss. So today my topic is managing organizational culture. It's all about the organization under this store. So my first question is, what makes you proud of this company?
Okay, first of all, why I chose this business is because it's food related. Everybody loves to eat, right? It doesn't matter if it's food or desserts or anything. So basically, I'm a sweet tooth person, and then I love to bake. So that's how I started to have this interest to bake, and then and eventually it happens to be an physical shop. So what makes me too proud of this shop is, as an Indian woman, out of a lot of people out there, but among them, we as a woman, we have started this, and then successfully we have run this business for past 3 years, and we are growing. And if you check in our social media, you also can see that we are the growth of this business. So as a woman entrepreneur, I feel proud of myself to have this physical shop, and also we have our online business together with this, and also we have many other businesses coming away in our pipeline. So that is one of the proudest moment that I can say lah.
Okay, the second question is, how would you describe your corporate culture in 5 words?
5 words. Corporate culture. Okay, basically corporate culture we have in this industry is, the first thing is our customer satisfaction. So customer satisfaction is the first priority for us. So no matter what, you have personal things or you have personal issues with your staffs or whatever, but we have to make sure that the customer happy with the product and services. So that is number 1. And number 2 is cleanliness and also the quality of the product. So this is 2 major important stuff in F&B industry basically. Not necessarily it has to be a coffee shop or cake shop or anything, but in a general, cleanliness and also the quality of the product is very, very important. And to maintain the hygiene and all that stuff, we have our protocol to follow. So all our staffs must follow the protocols. So we have our basic guidelines. Whoever comes in as a new employee, also we will train them for this, to follow these instructions, procedures and everything. And third one is marketing. Okay, so marketing is the biggest tool for any businesses, no matter F&B. So any business, marketing is an important tool to grow your business, to improve your business, to get in more sales and profit. So you have to also take into consideration of sales and marketing strategies, tricks, and follow the trend. So you have to up with all these stuffs. And then also the attire of all the staff's uniform, or they have to follow the SOP. If, like for example, I'm just giving you an example. So when handling food, they have to follow the procedure where they have to wear gloves, they cannot go and then touch the food, and then they have to use that particular equipments and tools to handle the food. And then in kitchen, for example, they have to wear apron, they have to wear all their safety equipment. So all this is a culture. Basically, it's a culture. They have to follow this. Without following it, you can't produce a complete product. So all this is very important. And then in any businesses, we need to have a strong team. So without a strong team, you can't make it alone. Like me, I started it alone. Then that's where how I started. It was really a struggle moment for me when I handled everything by myself: cooking, handling customer, and then handling orders online. And then when customer come in there, I have to make myself as a barista, and then I have to cook, I have to bake, I have to frost, I have to decorate. Every single thing I did alone. So at that point of time, I feel like, what is it? So teamwork is very, very important. So you need to create a team. You won't have a team ready-made like that. So you have to hire, and then you have to try, you have to train, and then it's a process. It's a very, very long process, but eventually it becomes a culture as well. You must have a team. It will never become successful until you have a team. So because one person equals to five, so one brain equals to five brains, for example. So if like me, I'm alone, I can only make certain stuffs, like I have limitations to do stuff. But if I have a team of 2 or 3 or 5, doesn't matter, but it will eventually have a lot of difference. It will make a lot of differences. So it is a culture as well to have a strong team in your organization.
That was a very clear answer. The next question is, do you think you fit into the working culture of this company, and why do you think?
Okay, basically, I'm not a born baker, or I graduated in baking or what. I am a banking graduate, and I was a banker before, and I was working with an international bank, and that's how my career starts. But this is purely a passion comes business kind of what they call it's a passion. It's a passion business. So when I started it as a part-time baker, then eventually it is what you love to do. Even though you are a manager and you are a good position in a MNC company, but still something is not giving you that satisfaction of being a human, basically. So like me, I also had that feelings, like when I was in banking line, I was earning good. I was in a better position. At young age, I became a manager in that whole department. But then still, I feel like every day when I go into the office, and then I feel like something is missing, So that's how I found out that okay, this is my passion, and why not we started it. Initial stage, to be honest, it is not as easy as what we see right now. It is really a struggle moments, like I told you earlier. It's not easy because I don't have any business experience before. So when you enter into a business world, it's totally a different ball game. And then because it's not a 9 to 6 job, seriously, it's not a 9 to 6 job, and you have to put all your time into that business. So to make sure I am on the right track, you have to make sure that you are going on the right track. So to make sure that itself took me some time. It didn't happen immediately after I started the business. Immediately, yes, I'm the business owner, I'm the businessman, I'm an entrepreneur. No such thing. It takes time. For me, it took about 1 year, solely 1 year, to understand what is business and to run the show. To organize everything properly. It took me like 1 year. Like that whole 1 year, I learned a lot, and then I failed, I did mistakes, but I learned. I got where I went wrong and everything. So to make sure I'm fitting into it's like I said, it took me some time, and then it never happened one day or 1 month, or it took years. But if you ask me now, yes, I'm not 100% yet, but I'm trying to be one of it, and I'm still learning. Every day is a challenging day. Handling customers, handling food, handling people's complaints, this, that, everything is a challenging day. So yeah.
Okay, my next question is, what kind of opportunities do you offer for advanced training or education for your employees?
Okay, good question. And this one, right now, we already have a part for those who really wanted to get into a business, or wanted to bake, or wanted to start up their own business at home. We are also giving them a training, baking and frosting, decorating, dessert table setting, and everything. So if you follow us for some time, then you should be able to see what are the trainings that we are providing for all these B40 and then all these new graduate students. Yes, education is important. I didn't say yes, but this one is a skill. Okay, this skill will come with you forever. It will never end wherever you go. Anywhere you go, also you will have the skills, and then you can able to make it as a business also. So you can make some money out of this skill. So this is our core idea of to start up an academy where everybody can learn with the minimum fees. So we are trying to work out on that as well, and this is one of the education that we are capable of giving to the community.
My last question is, what is one thing you would change about the company if you could change absolutely anything?
Change
about
I
this
wanted
company?
to change a lot in this company actually. If you ask me about the company in a bigger picture, I wanted to relocate, or I wanted to open a new branch. Wanted to branch out this company. What you wanted to, if you ask me what I wanted to do it here, I really wanted to reshuffle everything because initially it was 100% cafe concept. But now we are using it for bakery as well, bakery for our orders, for wraps and everything. So I really wanted to make it as 100% dessert shop. Like no more cafe because cafe means we need to have like at least bites, foods and everything. But now I really wanted to make it as a dessert shop. So anybody comes in, they will like see like wow, like everything you will see like you can indulge with all the desserts that we have, and then that is the idea of it. If I wanted to change something here right now, that is my idea.
That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Miss Ina. Good evening. My name is Papa. So, my topic is developing high performance group and teams. So, my first question is, how will you onboard a new team member?
Okay, so since this is a bakery cafe, so we will have a lot of departments, like for example, food related, dessert related, cleaning, and then customer service, who's handling customers. So when I wanted to hire someone, I have to put them in a category where this person can fit in. That is number one. Number two, our requirement and our needs. Okay, right now, what I need, who I need for this position or this department. So I will filter according to that first. And also, like if you ask me about their experiences, then I can easily ask them a few questions regarding that particular department. Then I can probably filter from there whether they are fitting into this position or not, this department or not. And like salary wise, if they have an experience, I don't mind to pay them what they require or what they're supposed to get. But at the same time, if they are not fitting the position or they are in like very fresh graduate kind of background and everything, we don't mind to give them training 100%, and we will start their salary from the lower to the higher later. It depends on their performances as well.
Second question is, what's your preferred way of working on a group project? Each member works on assigned tasks independently, or the entire team meets and works together, and why?
Yeah, like you said, we will work on a task basis because it is like since we are handling the cafe and we are handling cakes for the customers, so it's always a different case, different task. It's not like every single day we are doing the same thing, same cake, same design. No, it will never happen like that. So it depends on the events, what event and all this stuff. So what we do, we will always identify the best in each staffs, and I will put them in that particular task. For example, one person is really good with designing posters or designing the images to place on the cake. So I will assign that particular person. Okay, you handle all these images, printings and everything you handle. Another one person, I will handle them with packaging, stickers and all this stuff. Okay, everything is on top, everything is right. So one person I will assign for baking. So this whole week we have this task, this orders. So you bake. So I will give them all the list upfront. So they have to follow the instruction, and then they will have to do according to that particular weekly orders. So not every week they have to bake the same flavor, same design, like I said. So we will assign it according to that particular month or week, or it could be daily. So every day also it's a different day, different handling stuff. But like how I will manage it is I will always pick the best in them. So that's how I do.
Next question, how will you make sure a remote team communication well?
Okay, we do have a WhatsApp communication. WhatsApp group, and then I have a CCTV in my phone. I have 2 phones, and then I can monitor them from anywhere also. And also we can call them anytime. And then if let's say they also need me or need my advice, anything, they can call me immediately, because me, even though I am the owner or whatever, but I'm always will be online. like for any emergencies they call me, I will definitely answer them, and then so that's how I will maintain the quality and also the communication, because I always tell them, no matter what, if you don't understand, please ask before you do something without knowing it. So I will make sure them, they might think, oh no boss, I don't want to call you, I don't want to disturb you. No such thing. You must call me and make sure that it's not, if I'm not around or I'm not reachable or whatever, I will put next key person who can handle or replace me, so that the staff will not doing anything wrong or what, because we are, end of the day, we are handling customers. So when you handling customers, you have to make sure that you are right. So that's why I want to make sure that everything is on order, in order. So to make sure, yes, of course, tiring, always on the phone, always have to reply, always have to attend the queries, always wanted to attend my staff's questions. But yes, it is the lifestyle of an owner. I know you have to make sure that everything is. If not, it will never. It's difficult to sustain. Because you have to be consistent all the time.
Okay, Miss. For the next question, has your team ever failed to reach a goal? If so, what went wrong, and what did your team learn from the experience?
Okay. Obviously, yes. Even manager will do mistakes. Even the boss can make mistakes. So mistake happens in any organization. Yes, because we are humans end of the day. So mistakes always happens, but we will make sure that this particular mistake or issue will never repeat again. So for the first time, even though they made a mistake, yes, I truly understand the whole situation, the scenario and everything, but for the first time I don't say anything. I will sit down with them, and then I will explain the consequences. If this happen again, what will be the consequences? I cannot go and then rectify every time, and then I go and then modify the stuffs every time, So I will always make sure, that's why I said before anything happen, I will always keep reminding them, okay, make sure this one is right, you're doing it right and all the stuff. But still again, sometimes it's also happen. So we will, first time I don't do anything, but if it is repeated, they do it again and again, then we will proceed to give them a warning letter. If also continues, we will settle. So that is the best thing that you can do, because why? They already given you enough time to improve yourself, but you didn't, because this is food related industry. So you have to have your own initiatives also to learn and also to follow. Certain stuffs, yes, we can close eyes, but when it comes to food and quality, I don't do that, because quality and food quality is very, very important. I don't compromise with that. So when mistake happen, they will try to fix it off immediately, and if it is repeated, then we will definitely take action on those stuffs.
How will you approach a disengaged employee who thanks the team back?
In an organization, like I said, the team, we have to create the team. The whole team won't happen by itself. You have to create, and then you have to craft them. You have to you have to do a lot of stuff to make sure that your team align with your organization's goals. We, as a management team, we have certain criteria where we will monitor them from far, and then we will see whether this person really can fit in or not. If not, if you are not interested in this industry or this business, you cannot sustain for longer term. Because always I will emphasize that each and every staff, I wanted to work with them in the long run, not at short term. Because you know what, every staffs, we have to train them. Without training, they cannot do anything in this business. So every time we will put our time, our energy to train them, like 3 months in the training, but still they cannot perform. So in that case, we cannot help it. Some people, they are memang slow, they really slow, and in that situation, maybe we will get them into what they are best in. So we pull that best from them, instead of, okay, you push them according to your task, but we can get some of the class from them, and then do make sure that they at least do that better in a better way. Or some people, whatever you do also, you cannot polish them. So in that kind of situation, you can't help it, because you cannot waste your time with this kind of employees. So we will try our best to make sure that they are in a team, and then they work each other, and then they understand what is this business all about and all this stuff. Because initially some staff, they wanted to join bakery or any job, but then once they come in, because this is not an easy task, because you have to do the cleanings by yourself, you have to wash the dishes, and then you have to do everything. So in that point, maybe they find it like it's not suitable for them, then we don't mind they to leave. So if they don't give us that commitment they're supposed to give, then no point we are keeping them. So we will ask them to leave. That's the only thing we will do.
Okay. So that's all.
My name is Tara. So my question would be, what motivates you to go to work every day? Like, every day, how to make up yourself?
Motivate myself. Yeah. I am the best motivator for myself, because I don't need anybody to come and then tell me do this, do that, because I am the motivator of myself, because I have a lot of commitments. So that is in a way why I am getting up every day, even though I'm so tired, super tired, because I have commitment behind me. So that gives me a positive push, I would say, and then I have my parents to take care of. So that is one of the major stuff. A part of the basic commitments, I wanted to make sure that I reach that height, that I wanted to become a successful entrepreneur when I reach my 40s. So for that, I need to work right now. I have no choice. I have to work now, then I can relax later. So even though tired and everything, but I have no choice. Like I say, no choice. I'll force myself. I push myself. I motivate myself. I say, never mind. Another 1 or 2 years. Just go.
Okay. So the next question would be, how would you create a work environment that employees find motivated?
Okay, basically, I'm a very emotional kind of person. So that is my nature. So even though staffs come in, I don't treat them as my staff. I will always say them they are like my family. So even my company group name also is a fam, Zest fam. So why I say that? Because I don't see them as a third person or outsider. I always treat them as my family member, and then I will give them. I will motivate them, and then they always come there, and then whatever issues, I always tell them, don't be sad or don't keep anything inside. At least you speak out, and you will be fine. So because this is a small organization, this is not like multi-million company or whatever. So this is very small organization, and every day we have to work with each other, and then we have to see each other. So I always wanted to have a friendly, happy environment. So I always will see everybody is okay. Are you guys okay? If not, then I will definitely go to them and then ask and find out what is their problem. So and then if I can give the solution, so I can help them, I will definitely do that. Or at least I can give them a moral support, to make them better, so that they don't feel down at the workplace. And also we will have a bonding where I always create a bonding with them. Like I used to cook for myself. So if my team is around, then I will cook for them also. So it eventually create a family kind of environment. So I'll make sure that everybody is fine, their food is done, So that's how I have that positive and then healthy relationship with my team.
So the third question would be, how would you define a healthy work-life balance? And at what point did you thought that healthy work-life balance is important for you?
Okay, like initially I have explained about this one, where when I started a business, I find like, oh my god, what is this? Like, you have to do everything yourself. You hardly sleep 8 hours a day. You hardly sleep 4 hours a day, basically. So in that kind of situation where some customers walked in and then asked me, are you a staff? And I said, yes, I am, because I will look like that. Exactly, that's how I look, because maybe my staff looks better than me at that point of time. So you really have to go all out to make sure that you are doing right. So that point of time, yes, you can't see it as like a healthy life balance. No, there is no such thing. But eventually, after some time, I started to realize, and then I started to create a team and everything. Then we can have a balanced life. So healthy life balance is very, very important. I will say no, but at initial stage of business, it's very difficult. If you manage to find that, it's awesome. but it's difficult to find a time for yourself. So like how I manage my time is I used to go gym, I used to eat healthy foods, and I used to yes, I will bring them out and everything, but I choose to eat right thing, right portion, and then eating and everything. And that's what I always emphasize to my surrounding people, whoever, like family members, friends, and everything. I always teach them what I do, how I follow my meals and everything. So don't have to do it for anybody else. Do it for yourself. So that's what I do. Because I do it all for myself. Why? Because I wanted to look better. I wanted to look nice in front of people, and then I wanted to have a good lifestyle and all this stuff. So it's not because people see me or no such thing. So self-love. It's coming to the self-love. So you have to love yourself first in order to somebody like you or somebody feel nice about you, right? So that's what I always do.
So moving forward to the next question. Have you ever had a manager or employee that created a toxic workplace?
Yes, I did.
And how did you manage that?
Yeah, maybe I give you one example. I have seen a lot in this 3 years journey, but there is one girl. She's very young, very very young, but she is very toxic. She came in and then she toxic, and then she she spoiled the entire team, the entire staffs. So she poisoned everybody. She giving them false information. She just in her own imaginary world, she created a bad impression of the company and me, and she went and then spoiled all the stuffs. So when I got to know about that, and then I called her and then I warned her. I said, "You are getting paid. Are you underpaid? You are getting all your benefits here from me? Yes. Then why you have to do this?" Then when I confront, and then she also got no choice. She have to confront because I have my CCTV recordings and everything. So she have to confront me. Then she's sorry, and then she says sorry and everything. But I still keep her. I said, okay, never mind. This time, never mind. You go, you work, but better don't do this again. Then still she's like, it's like an attitude problem. It's not about what. I don't know whether she's doing it intentionally or what, but it's her attitude. So sometimes you have to handle it really, if I don't know if it is a different employee, they could have done something to her because she gave me a headache. So at a point, I told her, you better leave now. I don't care, you just leave now. So that is one day I make sure I don't feel emotional for her. I make sure that, okay, you are leaving today. So I told her, okay, now I just leave. So you can't go and then monitor every single day, and then I cannot go and then check on what she's talking to me, what she's talking to her. I cannot do that because I have a lot of other things, better things to do. So we assume that everything is in order. When something is not right, then only you will go and then check, okay, what is happening, and then what is happened before, and where it started, how it started, who started it, and everything. So when you heard something or you yourself found out something, then only you will go and then check the whole thing, right? Because in a working environment, you can't go and then check each and everybody what they're doing, what they're talking each other and everything, right? Because it's a team. So end of the day, we have to trust them. So when they breach the trust, so we have no choice also. We have to leave. Because end of the day, you are not fit to work here, and then you break the trust of the employer. So
Okay, so we can move forward to the next question. What type of communication occur in your organization?
Okay, we did have foreign workers before, and then at that point of time we have to speak in English or Malay. Other than that, all our staffs previous staffs and all was Indian. So among the team members, we will communicate in Tamil, our own language. When any other races was in, then we all will communicate in the same language because we wanted to make sure that everybody understands what we are instructing and then what we are talking each other.
So the next question is, in your opinion, what do leaders need to be effective in communication?
Okay, actually it's a very tricky thing because why? Not all your employees will understand what you are trying to say because they have their own understanding and they have their own communication skills, and then they have their own mother language and everything. So they have came from a different environment, different communication skills and everything. So, and here, so for example, here in this industry, example, baking. In baking, we have a lot of terms, or we have names for each task, or we have a name for each equipment and everything. So, for me to make sure they understand what I am trying to say and then what I wanted and everything. So, this is a very big barrier for me, where for me it's easy because I know in out about baking. So if I ask them, okay, bring me that spatula, then they'll like look at me like what. No, so to make sure they understand each and every tools, and then so you have to go down and then to explain, to make sure they understand what is this, and then to make sure they next time when I ask the product or the tools or anything, they have to give it to me the right one. So all this is actually a bit challenging for me. Why? If even though if our same race or what, they also have this problem. Why? Because like I said, this particular business have that particular terms, like doctors. Doctors have their own terms, communication terms and all that. But like we, like what they are talking about, you know. So same thing. The new staffs come in without any baking experience or any F&B experience, they will find difficulty to understand it at the initial point. But after some time, we show these and this color, that color, no? So we will make sure that they'll understand. So that is the challenging part, and we will make sure that they understand so that they can work with us. Otherwise, difficult. What job I'm going to give them without knowing the basic items?
The next question will be, what are the greatest communication challenges you face among
Is it
your
communication challenges or any challenges in general?
communication challenges among your organization? Okay. And how did you?
Communication challenges will always happen when you hire foreign workers. Foreign workers without baking experiences or without education background. So these are the toughest part. When you wanted to handle stuffs with them, when you wanted to instruct them, they don't understand. So to make sure they understand the item's name, the tool's name, and it's a kind of hard. You know, while you're explaining to them, you will go and then you will do it by yourself. So, you know, you will tired. You will tired at a point. So you will go and do it yourself, and you will question again to yourself, why you hired this person? Because end of the day, you can do it without wasting your energy and without get tired. So I can handle it. Then why I need this stuff? So this is like, you know, it's like a circle. So that is the biggest challenge, communication challenge, when I faced myself.
The next question would be, how would you go about simplifying a complex issue to explain to the client or your colleague or your workers?
I always see where is the problems or issues comes from, and how it happens. If it is comes from our side, anything, any minuses from our side, then I don't mind to apologize immediately and rectify the issue immediately, and we will compensate with something. Definitely, we want to make sure that the client is okay, they are calm, they accept that mistake has happened, and we will definitely compensate with something. Okay. So if it is not our mistake, even though it's a client mistake, we don't fight. We just let them to talk whatever they wanted. They just express, and after that they leave. So you have to really know how to handle your customers there, even though it's customer or staffs. When they are in a peak, they are in a heat of the moment, you cannot, you know, go there and then you wanted to give your points or anything. They don't really wanted to listen that. So they really want to express it. So let them express. After they express, they leave. So usually that's how I handle the situation.
Okay, the last question from me is, in your opinion, is it more important to be a good listener or good communicator, and why?
You have to be both simultaneously. Why? Because in order for you to be a good communicator, you need to be a good listener as well. Because all the time you cannot just one way communication, cannot, it never happens. So you have to be a good listener as well. Okay, you tell me what is your actual issue, then we will make sure that the problem is solved or the task is completed properly and everything without any hiccups and everything. So you need to have their suggestions as well, and also you will need to have a good communication skill among your team. That is very important.
So that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Hi, myself Naveen. So today I'm going to ask about chapter 11, which is effective leadership. So my first question will be, what is your leadership style, please?
Okay, basically how I do things is make sure I do it right. If I don't know the thing, I don't do. If I do, I will do it 100%. I will give the 100%. So that's how it will reach the customer or reach people's mind, and then that's how it inspire each other. So basically, whatever I do, I will do with full heartedly. It's not because of money making stuff, but I will do. It doesn't matter if cakes or whatever things that I do also, I will do it in perfection. So do it imperfectly is one of my style, I would say. And then like in cake industry, so I will always present myself like I don't show them as like a basic thing or basic cake artist. I wanted to look exclusively. Why? Because that will inspire many people. So that's how that's why I carry myself in a way where this will eventually inspire people.
Correct. So my second question will be, so what are the most important skills for a leader to have from your point of view?
You have to be a strong leader in order to handle your staffs, your customers, or your orders or anything. So you must be a critical thinker as well. Why? Because at any situation you have to be that first person who will give the solution or to handle the situation amicably without like it's going on social media or become a bigger issue. So in order to stop that, you must be that first person to think critically or think rationally to settle the situation or to handle the situation. And then also you need to be good in marketing and also financial management, and also you must be a good manager. Even though you are a leader, but you must know how to manage every single department, every single corner from a business or organization.
Okay. Thank you, Miss. So the third question will be, so how do you handle conflict on a team?
Conflict within the team?
Within, yes.
Okay. Handle conflict within the team. Okay. So like I said, not everybody will think like you, or not everyone will be reacting or responding like how you wanted. So each of them have their own mindset, own way of thinking, and then own expectations. So in order to handle that, it's you need to have understanding of your employer or their background or anything. So you need to have a clear picture of what they wanted and what they expecting. We cannot assume that okay, I think this is what they wanted, or I think this is what they are talking about and all this stuff. So you need to have a clear communication and clear understanding within your team members what they are thinking, and you always need to get their points, and then to avoid all these conflicts and then all these issues among the team members or within the employer and employee as well. So you need to have all this upfront. You need to clear all these questions, conflicts and everything you have to clear upfront in order for you to avoid bigger issues in a team.
That's all good. Okay, Miss. So the next question will be, so how do you delegate tasks for your employee?
Okay, it's a case-to-case basis actually.
Okay.
So where this particular week or this particular month we have this project is coming in, and then we are planning to do this one, and then we wanted to implement this, we want to launch this product or something like that. Then we will dedicate according to that particular project. We will work on a project basis, or we will work on the weekly order basis. So it depends on the case-to-case basis. So if it is a very difficult task, we will have, for example, we will have classes. We will have master classes in our station. Then for that, we will have certain things like part-time staffs will come in and then help us on the transportations, and for the logistics, we will get somebody else to come and then help us. For this in-house task, we will have our own team members who can handle task for us. So we will have our own teams who can really work together simultaneously, or we will base on their skills as well. We'll put them in their skills as well.
Okay, understood, Miss. Okay, so the last question is, okay, so how do you respond to feedback or complaints from the employees?
Employees, okay.
Yes.
Like what I explained to you earlier, I am ready to get all their feedbacks. Because we cannot expect them to see us always the right. Okay, we don't. I mean, it will never happen. There will be a point where customer or your employee will have some dissatisfactory feelings among staffs or among the employer or anything. So if they come and talk to me directly, I will have room for them to discuss, and then I will always give them a solution, and then if I can help them, I will definitely help them, or if I can clarify things with them within the employee, then I will definitely do that. If it is my mistake or the organization mistake or the management mistake, we obviously wanted to make sure that it's never happen again, or we will explain why this is this way and all this stuff. So it has to be a two-way thing. It's not like always we give them instruction, you just need to follow, and you will have all kind of mindset, and then you will spoil the entire environment. So we don't want that to happen as well.
Okay. So that's all Miss from us. Okay, thank you for your time and also the effort, and thank you for the information. Really helpful for us for our assignment actually. A lot of information you gave us.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Thank you.